Break over, please.
Hello, moms and dads and all learners. The Ministry of Education, GES, brings your way Ghana Learning Radio featuring all the different subjects from Basic 1 to Basic 9. Subjects include mathematics, science, English language, social studies, and our world, our people. OWOP. Tune in at 3:30 every weekday afternoon on all radio networks across the country. Ghana Learning Radio with all other subjects is meant to support all learners at the basic level.
Hello, my lovely learners and caregiver. I warmly welcome you to another exciting social studies lesson on radio. I'm your radio teacher, Carol Saki. Today's lesson is going to be very interesting. To let me know you are ready, kindly clap back as I do. Great, my good learners. Sit back with your learning materials and jot important details for today's lesson. Before we go into today's lesson, I have a simple assignment for you. What is your family name? My family's name is Saki. Others respond to names like Amegavi, Yusuf, and Boateng. How did you become a member of your family? Kindly discuss this with your caregiver. You might have answered with your family name and said you became a member of your family because your parents gave birth to you, or because you were adopted by your parents. That is very true. Well done for that massive effort you put in. My dear learners, how about your school? Do you belong to any club in your school? Like the Debaters Club, Environmental Club, or School Choir? How did you become a member of that club or society? Discuss this with your caregiver. In school, you can decide that I have this talent or interest, so I'm going to be part of this club. In this case, you can go in, register, and become a member. Very awesome. My dear learner, how did you then become a member of the country, Ghana? Think about this and write something down. Very well. I'm sure you have rightly answered my questions. For now, keep your answers and let's see if this lesson will confirm what you are written or not. My good learners, today we'll be discussing an important and interesting topic, which is citizenship of Ghana. And by the end of the lesson, you'll be able to explain the term citizenship and also identify ways one can become a citizen of Ghana. In today's lesson, you'll come by words such as naturalization. Naturalization. It is an act of granting citizenship. Our second word for the day is adoption. Adoption in this context is the act of taking another person's child lawfully into your family to raise as your own. Our next word is birth. Birth is the act of childbearing. Citizen. A citizen is a person who is lawfully recognized as a member of a country. My dear learners, our next word for the day is decent. When we say something is decent, it means something that is socially accepted or good. Very well. Now, our last word for the day is registration. Registration, it is the act of signing up for something. Now, let me throw this question back to you. Who is a citizen? We say to ourselves, we are citizens of Ghana. But before you provide your answer, we'll listen to a voice first.
4 years ago at my first inauguration, I urged all Ghanaians to be, and I quote, citizens and not spectators, unquote. I appeal to you to be active participants in the effort to help build the Ghana we want.
Welcome back, my dear friend. Whose voice did you hear? Well, discuss this with your caregiver. Good. That was the President of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, urging all of us to be citizens and not spectators. Who then is a citizen? Let me try and help you. A citizen is a member of a country. If we say you're a Ghanaian citizen, it means you're a member of the country Ghana. A Nigerian citizen is a member of the country Nigeria. An American citizen also belongs to the country America. You can boldly claim every right that members of that country are entitled to, if only you're a Ghanaian citizen.
Pause the playing, it's time for learning. The future is calling on the radio. Are you hearing? No, are you listening? School, are you missing it? Call your sister, auntie, cousin, ask them, are you listening? Ghana Learning Radio is designed to engage the children in fun and exciting ways. So mothers, fathers, and children, let's all gather around the radio.
Now that we know who a Ghanaian citizen is, let me ask you a simple question. What are some of the things Ghanaian citizens are allowed to do, but non-citizens cannot do? I want you to discuss this with your caregiver. Good effort, my dear learner. In Ghana, a citizen is allowed to vote and to be voted for. A Ghanaian citizen can contest in national elections, but non-citizens cannot. We cannot let a non-citizen become the next president of Ghana. My dear learner, I want you to listen to this scenario and share your views with your caregiver. Adaku visited Zinabu and spent some few days with her family. Can Adaku choose to use Zinabu's family just because she stayed with them for some few days? I know you answered no. In the same way, Adaku cannot become part of Zinabu's family and use their family name or use their family property by just visiting. A citizen of Ghana is not someone who comes to visit and leave, or someone who is just staying in Ghana. Good Good attempt, my dear learner. Now, we want to look at ways of becoming a Ghanaian citizen. We said earlier on that a citizen is a member of a country. A citizen enjoys some rights and has some privileges that non-citizens do not enjoy. Now, let us see the various ways through which one can become a citizen of Ghana. Let us start with you. In your own case, how did you become a Ghanaian? Well, I believe you say, I was born to a Ghanaian parent, so that is how I acquired my Ghanaian citizenship. Yes. When a Ghanaian parent gives birth, his or her children become Ghanaian citizens by birth. So, one way through which we can become a Ghanaian citizen is by birth. And just as the name goes, we call this form of citizenship by birth. My dear learner, you may be wondering, what if only one of the parents is a Ghanaian, but the other is not? Yes, it doesn't matter if it is only mommy or if it is only daddy who is a Ghanaian. Once one of your parents is a Ghanaian, you are a Ghanaian citizen by birth. Do you know what? Even if one of your grandparents is a Ghanaian, you can still be called a Ghanaian citizen. And yes, citizenship by birth does not mean to be born in Ghana. You can be born in Ghana, USA, Togo, or wherever, and still be a Ghanaian citizen. Because one of your parents or grandparents is a Ghanaian. My dear friends, are you aware of the other ways of becoming a Ghanaian citizen? Well, I want you to discuss this with your caregiver. And I'm going to give you a very big clap if you come up with an answer. Well done for the answers you gave. All right, my dear learner. Apart from being a citizen by birth, one can become a Ghanaian citizen by what we call registration and naturalization. What do you understand by citizenship by registration? This is just similar to you registering to become a member of a club in your school. Very well. Now that you have a clue, write down in your own words what citizenship by registration means. Very good effort, my dear learner. A foreigner or someone from another country, for example, a Nigerian, a Chinese, a British, or an American who has stayed in Ghana for over 5 years can pick up a form from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and apply that he or she wants to become a Ghanaian citizen. Yes. Have you ever imagined that there are some white men or women who are Ghanaians? Yes, my good friend. They are Ghanaian citizens by registration. Now come to think of it. What if a Ghanaian man or woman marries a Togolese, for instance? Can the Togolese then become a Ghanaian? Tell your caregiver what you think. Great, my good learner. One can become a Ghanaian citizen if the person marries a Ghanaian. If a Ghanaian marries someone from another country, the person can also apply to become a Ghanaian because of his or her marriage. You are really doing well, my dear learners. We have talked about citizenship by birth, where one is born to Ghanaian parents. We have also discussed citizenship by registration and naturalization, which means applying to become a Ghanaian citizen after staying in Ghana for some time, or marrying a Ghanaian citizen. My dear friend, is there more which you have not discussed yet? Yes, there is more, and I'm sure you said that too. You learners are super smart. Clap for yourselves. One can also become a Ghanaian citizen by what we call fondling. Yes, the word is fondling. What do you understand by this? It is a very good time to discuss this word with your caregiver. Well said, lovely learners. We sometimes come by children on the streets, in border towns or parts of Ghana, and we do not know who their parents are. How do you know which country they belong to? Remember, we cannot tell one's citizenship by the person's appearance. What do you suggest we do in such situations? Which country should we send such children to?
Pause the playing, it's time for learning. The future is calling on the radio. Are you hearing? No, are you listening? School, are you missing it? Call your sister, auntie, cousin, ask them, are you listening? Ghana Learning Radio is designed to engage the children in fun and exciting ways. So mothers, fathers, and children, let's all gather around the radio.
Very well, learners. Whenever we come by a child who is 7 years or below, but we cannot tell which country the child is coming from, you will take the child as a Ghanaian. And just as the name says, we will call this form of Ghanaian citizenship by fondling. What are the various ways through which one can become a Ghanaian citizen? I hope you remembered to say that we can become a Ghanaian citizen by birth. Secondly, we can become a Ghanaian citizen by registration or naturalization. And don't forget that one can become a Ghanaian citizen by fondling. Great! Some people also adopt children. Have you heard someone saying, "This is my adopted child"? Good. I know you have heard this several times. But wait, What does this mean? If someone goes through the right steps to take another person's child as his or her own child, we call it adoption. And I hope you said something close to this. When a Ghanaian parent adopts a child who is not a Ghanaian, the adopted child can become a Ghanaian citizen. What do you think we'll call this? We call this citizenship by adoption. But hold on, there is a condition here. The adopted child should be 17 years or less. So, if a Ghanaian parent adopts a child who is originally Nigerian and the child is 17 years or less, the adopted child becomes a Ghanaian citizen by adoption. Does this sound good? Well, my good learners, there is more. Have you ever thought of other ways you can become a Ghanaian citizen apart from birth, naturalization, adoption, and foundling? Well, let me tell you this. The president of Ghana can give a foreigner a Ghanaian citizenship. Yes. How can this happen? And what will we call this form of citizenship? Think about it. Good. Now share your thoughts with your caregiver. I hope it went well. We call this form of citizenship by conferment. Thumbs up if you got it right. This form of citizenship happens when the president sees someone from another country and the person is extremely doing well. The person is helping the community and doing things to make the world a better place. The president can give the person Ghanaian citizenship status. Just recently, the president did that for some Black Americans during the year of return in 2019. When the president gives a non-Ghanaian citizenship a Ghanaian citizenship status because of the person's good deeds, we call that Ghanaian citizenship by conferment. My lovely learners, we are getting close to the end of our lesson. But before we go, I have an assignment for you. I believe you are ready with your books and pens. Okay, so what did you say a citizen is? What did we say a citizen is? How did you become a Ghanaian citizen? And how did you also acquire your Ghanaian citizenship status? My third question for you is, apart from the way through which you gain your Ghanaian citizenship status, what are the other ways through which one can become a Ghanaian citizen?
Pause the playing, it's time for learning. The future is calling on the radio. Are you hearing? No, are you listening? School, are you missing it? Call your sister, auntie, cousin, ask them, are you listening? Ghana Learning Radio is designed to engage the children in fun and exciting ways. So mothers, fathers, and children, let's all gather around the radio.
Welcome back, my good friend. I'm very confident that you have written down some very good answers. We will find out the answers in our conclusion shortly. Today, we talk about citizenship. We explain that a citizen is a member of a country. We also said that citizens are not visitors or people who just stay in a country. We explained the several ways through which one can become a Ghanaian citizen and enjoy the rights of a citizen. We said that one can become a Ghanaian citizen by birth, and that is being born to Ghanaian parents or having Ghanaian grandparents. Secondly, one can become a Ghanaian citizen by registration or naturalization. This happens when someone stays in Ghana for a number of years and applies to become a Ghanaian citizen or marry a Ghanaian citizen. Another way one can become a Ghanaian is by adoption, where a Ghanaian parent adopts a child of another citizenship who is 17 years or less. By conferment, whereby the president, by his presidential powers, gives Ghanaian citizenship status to a non-Ghanaian. And lastly, we learned that one can become a Ghanaian citizen by foundling, where a child who is less than 7 years and found in Ghana, whose parents are unknown, is assumed to be a Ghanaian. Well, we all agreed that being Ghanaian can go beyond being born in Ghana. We also saw that we can have someone who is originally a Chinese, an American, a British, a Togolese, and so on, but have gone through some processes to become a Ghanaian. That's very good, my dear learners.
What is meant by citizenship, as the lady explained? We are saying that citizenship means membership of a country. All what we are saying is, you can't just go to another country and then say, I am a citizen of that country. You need to follow due processes. If you are a Ghanaian, how did you become a citizen of Ghana? That is what we are explaining. Now, the first one she tried telling us was by birth. We were born to a mother and then a father. So far as your mother is a Ghanaian and your father is also a Ghanaian, automatically when you are born, you are a citizen of Ghana. We know of that one, but there are others. One, as she said, by funding. Now, when you move to bigger cities, you could see children on the street. Some are with their parents, some are not with them. When you see them on the street, nobody tells you this person is not a Ghanaian, especially when you see what we popularly say, a Fulani person or sometimes a Zamanama person. People coming from Mali, sometimes they come and then their children will be roaming on streets and then begging for alms. If the child is less than 7 years and then she is constantly seen on the road without the parents, we Ghanaians can pick her up, send her to the right authorities, and then if nobody comes to claim the child, she is then turned as a Ghanaian because we cannot find the parents. Another way you can also become a citizen of Ghana is through adoption. When we talk of adoption, that is when a Ghanaian parent going for a child who is not a Ghanaian. So far as they have followed the due process and bringing in the child to stay in Ghana, training the child to be their child, whether it is time, even not them who gave birth to the child, through that adoption, the child can be turned as a Ghanaian. She now become a citizen of Ghana.
Another way is through registration. When we talk of registration, you may be a foreigner from Britain, from Togo, from Ivory Coast. When you come to Ghana and you feel that you want to become a Ghanaian, most especially when you are married to a Ghanaian, assuming a Togolese man comes to Ghana and then marry Madam Gloria, who is a Ghanaian, that man qualifies to be a Ghanaian, but he will follow some processes, that is registration. Then you cannot say you are a Togolese anymore, but then you are a Ghanaian. So that is another form you can become a Ghanaian. Remember when you came to JHS1, your teacher told you, when he was introducing social, he told you social is whatever you see, whatever you hear, even what you feel. And so not long ago, when we were about to vote, we did some registration. And then during the registration, you saw that some people were denied not to register because when you see, you hear the categories this afternoon I've given, they don't qualify. And so no matter how long you have stayed in Ghana, if you don't fall within some of these things that I am mentioning, you can stay for God know how long, you still cannot be a Ghanaian. Again, you can be a Ghanaian by another way we call conferment. Now, that is only given by the president. You can become a foreigner, you stay in Ghana for some time with good deeds, you help the nation in so many ways. You are asked, do you want to be a Ghanaian? If you really want to be a Ghanaian, it is only the president. So assuming Madam Gloria is from Togo, I then come to Ghana to do a whole lot, and then I am recognized with good deeds. The president can call me. It is more or less like an honorary. He will call me and say, I want to confirm on you to be a Ghanaian. And we can give example like one man called W.B. Du Bois. He was not a Ghanaian, but President Nkrumah saw his good work, how he contributed to the development of Ghana, and then he confirmed him to become a Ghanaian. Also by descent, sometimes parents may be Ghanaians, all right, but they will not be living in Ghana. They will travel, let's say, to Germany, stay there for some time, give birth there. Their daughter or their son will also give birth there. Then the generation will be going on in Germany. Now the children will later, even when their parents, great grandparents are dead, sometimes they will trace history, be asking, I can see that my father or my great grandparent is that. It tells me my grandparents, they are not people from Germany, so they will start tracing. If they are able to trace back to Ghana, and then they are accepted in whichever, or they are accepted in the family they claim they come from. When they are able to trace it very well, they also can become citizen of that country through this. This process is called being a citizen of Ghana through ancestry or descent. Then the last one we are going to talk about is through naturalization. You have been hearing, especially during Olympic Games, you will see that a black man will be running. Instead of you to say he's running and he is first for Ghana, you will hear them saying, yes, he's running, he is first, but he's a Japanese. Sometimes they will tell you he's from England. You will see very well that that person cannot be from England, but he has naturalized for them, and so he become citizen of England. A classical example I can give is the Jerome Boateng and then Derek Boateng. You heard of them. You see that the brother of Derek Boateng, I don't know, he said he's a Ghanaian. They are from the same parent, but the half brother, who is Jerome Boateng, said he will come from Germany. That is true naturalization, but his brother from the same mother and the same father. The other one is saying is from Ghana because he thinks they are Ghanaians, but the other brother has naturalized for Germany. So that is naturalization for you. If they think this is where we want to come from, they have their ancestors or their parents to be from Ghana, they can decide. Remember, when you naturalize for a specific country, you cannot claim a citizen of another country. So for Jerome Boateng, for him to come back and say he's from Ghana, unless he come and follow due process and then say he will not come from Germany again. So these are some of the ways by which you can become a citizen of a country.